Hello, I just made it to the library. It's Saturday. I thought it would be full, but actually, my flatmate told me it was probably closed. And look, I'm all alone. It's the first time I've seen a library that empty, but it opens at noon, and it's like noon 06. So this is great, loving it. So I better do some, I need to find some images for uni work, one for CCS and probably one for next Monday, although I need to go to town to get some glitter and maybe 2 more objects. Look how nice the library is. Number 2, I'm going to uni at 1 o'clock. We have a workshop. I believe it's a 2-hour workshop, and yeah, this is all going with in the process work. So I can't remember if I've already told you, but I have figured out my theme. It's going to be identity. It's something that I always work with. I never really noticed that I was working with it, but I guess it goes well also with the idea of acting, you know, finding the character, finding the identity of the character. It goes with my work, One Face, Thousand Faces. Oh, and I am also very happy because I have just bought this top for £2 on Vinted. I love Vinted. I actually had this exact top in France, and I did the mistake of putting it in the dryer and it shrunk. And I just couldn't wear it anymore. I just kind of just showed my belly all the time. And I mean, I have a nice stomach, I think, but you know, in winter, it's not really what you want to do. So I was a bit sad because I really like this color. I actually found a few other pieces because this year I also want to work more on my fashion style. And one thing I never, ever, 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 ever wear is skirts. I just don't really feel that comfortable in them. I just find trousers or jeans are just easier to move, and I'm someone who needs to go to places. I'll go to the place, but you know what, I want to do a bit more of an effort with my fashion, so I found a few skirts, like kind of more like autumny skirts and autumny winter skirts, so yeah, I might do that, and also probably gonna get them on Vinted. I'm trying to not do too much fast fashion. Sometimes it is impossible, like you need one specific item or something like that. Like I was looking for a coat and I can't find any coat on Vinted, or I also looked on Depop, couldn't find anything. But I actually went to a lot of shops when I was in London and impossible to find anything. So, well, there was one coat, but you know, I wasn't in love with the coat, and I just find it hard to buy a clothing item if I don't really like it, or if I'm not like almost in love with it, because yeah, so there we are. And yesterday I wanted to do more work. I actually didn't. I struggled so much with my printer. It's still not working. Well, it is if I connect it with my phone, but it won't work with my computer, and I don't know why. I'm like looking on tutorials and stuff like that of why it's not working. I mean, it is connected and it is not offline, but yet it won't print. But if I send the documents on my phone, then I can print from my phone. It's like, why? Why so complicated? Why? Especially that it's the same computer, the same printer that I had in first year, and it was working fine. I don't get technology. And I'm the one person who wants to be into coding and stuff like that, so I really don't know how I'm going to do that if I'm that bad with technology. I start at, I just said that, I start at 1. So I'm gonna do a bit of work because I still haven't found my image for CCS. I have one backup image. It's a picture from Cindy Sherman. It's one of her, I think it's called Entitled Films, Entitled Set. I don't know if I'm going to show it there. And yeah, because it kind of goes with my idea of like my own personal work. Not to say that I am like Cindy Sherman. No, no comparison there. So I have a few things to do. and I'm not gonna have that much time to do them. One I need to do, I need to continue the Buds logo. Buds is the Brighton University Drama Society, so I'm trying to do, we have a competition for a logo. I know as a graphic designer I could do the new logo, but because I don't fully trust my skills, I think it's nice that maybe other people participate and, you know, could have a new logo. I just find like the logo was nice, but yeah, I think we talked with the committee and we were like saying, yeah, it needs to change, so that's what we're doing. And voila. Anything else I need to add? Oh yes, the things I was doing. I need to find my CCS image, like I just said. I need to... yeah, I think I need to start now doing my portfolio PDF thing. I have my sketchbook, so I don't know if it's... there it is. So this is my sketchbook. I think I had shown you before, so finally managed to print some of the references image of artists I like. So that's the photo I was talking about, the Cindy Sherman photo. And ooh, and yeah, this is like more visual interest. It's a movie that was never made by Henri-Georges Clouzot and with a beautiful and stunning Romy Schneider. And just the images themselves speak to me a lot. And they have made another film based on the same story. I was going to say play, but it's not a play. This one is more colorful. There's more of a play of colors, and they really want to do that effects of like emotions on the actor, and that's something that really speaks to me. So yeah, that's what I'm going to kind of do, and I'll be showing you the objects I'm bringing for CCS. Okay, so the objects. I found some photos at the Snoopers Paradise shop. So here we go. Oh, and this one is quite cute as well. It's kind of a more cardboard thing, but there we go. It's like a mom and her kid. And I feel it goes well with my idea of like identity, or like, you know, having people's photos but not actually knowing them. Kind of very philosophical if you ask me. Then we have some postcards with people's writing, and, you know, I guess I could look at also memory. That could be another thing, but I think identity works a bit better, although they could be related. I don't know yet. I'm kind of going this, you know, I do feel a bit weird having people's like cards and things like that, but I guess it works with the idea of like looking. Oh, and these are photos. These are actually my ancestors. But they probably wouldn't like if I called them ancestors, but these two are not related. So this, I think, is my grandfather's grandma or mother. No, I think she's my grandfather's grandmother. So, hi. And this, I believe, is my great grandfather. I think he's my grandmother's, wait, it's hard to say, my grandmother's grandfather, I think. I need to double check, but I think that's what I remembered. So I like the idea of using also people that are related to me, and yet I have never met these people. I have never seen their faces until this year, so I thought it could be kind of a personal touch to add people that are related to me, and yet goes with the idea of the identity. I found this in the Snoopers Paradise as well. So yeah, little vinyl. I'm actually planning to break this because my tutor, Andrew, was talking about maybe fragments of identity. One thing I'm kind of interested is, do your tastes contribute to your identity? So like the music you listen to, is that part of your identity? For example, I know we say like you're not your mental illness. I myself suffer from anxiety, but does that really not contribute, or is that part of my identity? I know it doesn't define you, and you shouldn't, let yourself be, you know, like if you have the flu, you're not defined by having the flu. This is not part of your identity. But does your taste identify? So that's kind of these things that I'm interested in working with, though that's why I kind of want to maybe break this. I feel a bit bad. You know what I will, especially I don't want to show who's the, although you probably saw already. But I will listen to the music online, so I won't feel too bad, I hope. And yeah, then we have a little candle. I'm not entirely sure why, I just feel it could work with the idea of identity. I guess because it speaks to me on a spiritual level. And you know, and the last object is a little ballerina. And this, yeah, I thought that could be, you know, someone's memory, someone who did ballerina, a passion. So, there. And I also found this in Poundland. Is it gonna... There you go. It's a 3D pearl effect, so I thought I could maybe... You have to bring also things to kind of create things. So I thought, like, obviously I'm bringing some paint, I'm bringing some markers, but I was thinking of maybe putting this on the ballerina and make it like fall. It could be very nice. So, yes. So these are the objects I am bringing. I'll try to film a bit in the studio as well. Voila. Alright. Well, next frame is going to be the transformation. Not been vlogging in a few days, so it doesn't matter for you guys because, you know, it's going to be in one video, but it's more than the consistency. Yeah, I've not been filming in a few days, so hopefully the timeline will still make sense. I actually finished my first project of the year. Thank you very much. And it actually went very well, so I'm very excited. I was kind of struggling with it at one point because I had the idea I wanted. So, like I said, my idea was going to be on identity and more about fragments of identity and what makes an identity. And so now I'm happy with the result because, again, really did not know. I felt a bit stuck with my work at some points. I felt like I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to put in the video, how I wanted to film, and I had a few issues. So basically at the university you can rent some material. So, you know, you can rent a tripod, and I need a tripod. You are currently in my cupboard, looking at me, because that's the only way that you're kind of around my height. And I also wanted to get a projector so I could use it for shadow, things like that. Turns out it's very complicated now in COVID times to be able to do so, because you need to book in advance. The shop, the uni shop, or where you rent the things, is not always open, so usually when you want to rent something, you have to do it a few days before. But before, you could just do it in one day, like saying, oh, I'm going to book it today, and then blaff, and then done. Woo! So I was not able to do that, because when I wanted to rent the materials, it was impossible, and I had to give my work in this Thursday, so today, and so it was a bit late for me to do that. I managed to find other ways of doing the video, and actually I got really good feedback, so I'm really happy that it went well. Yeah, very happy. Because I know that I sometimes feel a bit not in my place, because I know that graphic design is not necessarily my passion compared to other people, and I'm not necessarily as talented as people in my class, that doesn't mean I'm not good. I did not say that. It just means I'm less good than others. But I look at people's work like, oh my god, you should see my flatmates' work. It's like amazing. Kind of the reason why I wanted to move in with them as well, so I could see their work and be inspired, but actually makes me feel a bit more insecure about my own work. But you know what? I shouldn't even feel insecure. We shouldn't feel insecure about our work because it reflects who we are. I will never be able to do one person's work because that's how they work. Wow, so cheesy. But yeah, and I made mine quite cinematographic. It sounds so vain and pompous when I say it that way, but basically the video, I'm mainly talking throughout the video. I'm asking what identity is and just all these questions that are in my head, and I just put them in a video, which is a bit funny because this year I want to get out of my head a bit more. I don't want to think too much about my work. I just want to do it and see what happens. And yet in some ways by doing that I just end up putting all the questions that would be in my head in my work. But it worked! Yay me! Have you seen? I've added these. I actually added some on this side, but they keep falling down because they won't stick on the wall. First project done. If you wanna have a look at my video, I'll put the link. Wow, I feel such like a YouTuber. You can watch it down here in the link below. And now I am busy with drama. So I felt a bit overwhelmed this first project because there's a lot of things to do. We just started, we had the first project. I need to do some book reading for CCS, which I've not done yet. I will do this weekend. I was supposed to go to London with some friends of mine, but I think I'm just gonna have a chill weekend in, do some work, buy some plants maybe. And yeah, and right now we finally decided our play for drama. I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet. I'll tell you when I have the poster done and everything, which is again me who does it. It's great. Free credit. So yeah, we're right now busy with that, and I'm actually gonna meet the drama committee for a little coffee, just to hang out, and we actually have a session tonight, so all very exciting. I just feel a bit like, okay, that was only the first project. And I know people have already started reading the second project, and I'm pretty sure some of them have even started to the second project, which I need a breather before I even look at the second project. I think I will read the brief tomorrow and see what it is, but we will have a briefing next Tuesday, so that gives me a few days to be able to work for the other project. And in other news, my computer seems to be not working properly. Hopefully that will resolve itself. I looked online, it seems easy enough. I just need to clear a lot of documents of the... I'm not someone who's good with computers. I know for a graphic, you need to use all the softwares, but right now I think the softwares are taking a lot of space, and I just need to clear all these files, which I thought I did, but apparently there's another way of doing it, which I didn't know. So thank God for the internet. Alright, I need to skedaddle because I'm already late, so just to let you know how my first project went, and I'm very happy with the results, and hopefully it will continue in that direction. Alright.